Southwest Research Institute has booked, we've signed flight contracts for multiple flights with XCOR Aerospace and Virgin Galactic. And so we are in the process now of bringing that suborbital flight program to fruition through our flight training, getting actually ready for flight. We've been doing a lot of the physiological and operational training to get ready for that, to build on our previous experience through the research that Alan Stern and myself have done over the last, I guess the last 14 years now that I've been at Southwest Research, flying F-18s, doing microgravity experiments on NASA's KC-135, other operational flight environments. So that actually has served us very well in understanding what it takes to work in that operational environment. But we're certainly supplementing now as we're getting closer to suborbital flight with additional training, centrifuge training. We've been working on a testing evaluation process with the David Clark Company and NASTAR to evaluate the commercial pressure suits that will be used for some of these vehicles. So that's putting us in good stead getting ready for that. And we're looking at flight. We're getting close. As I said, I think a few years ago this field was, the runway was being constructed, but I think now we're actually getting ready to taxi out to the tarmac here, and takeoff is going to be pretty soon. When these vendors are ready, we're ready to go fly.
And you will be personally flying.
That's right. We have 6 seats. If I didn't mention that already, we have 6 seats signed for on XCOR Aerospace, 3 seats on Virgin Galactic. Myself, Alan Stern, and Kathy Olkin from Southwest Research will be the flyers. Alan and I will be pressing that out pretty early. In fact, we just announced this week that we'll be flying with XCOR Aerospace. Not just when they begin their commercial operations, we will be stepping forward even during their flight test operations to begin some of those first flights. So that certainly helps put us in the lead, but it really does help, I think, wave the way forward for our colleagues and the rest of the community to kind of lead the way by example and show that the environment is ready and the organizations are ready, and it's time to go do our research.
Talk for a minute about the conference that's going on right now, and you started that 3 years ago?
That's right. So NSRC, the Next Generation Suborbital Researchers Conference, 2012 is the third in the series. We began that back in, I guess, 2010 now, the first meeting in Boulder, Colorado. And the idea was to pull together a new conference for this. It really is a sort of a new thing to be thinking of taking advantage of these commercial platforms that are going to be providing access to suborbital space. Began primarily with the purpose of adventure tourism, but to realize and try to bring the rest of our colleagues in the community forward to think that, these same vehicles that will be flying people to space on a pretty routine basis are also going to be fantastic platforms for advancing their science, to put a human being in the loop and allow the space scientists to do their work in their environment the way oceanographers and botanists and geologists have done all along through the history of science, by going out to the field and working intimately with their subject matter. And it's time for the space scientists to have that opportunity as well. And so the Next Gen Suborbital Researchers Conference was our attempt to sort of broadcast that to the research community, all of our colleagues in life sciences and astronomy and planetary science and technology maturation. To broadcast to them that this is a capability you might want to look at to further your research and education efforts. And so this meeting here in Palo Alto is the third one. We've really sort of completed this arc, as I said, of going from introducing and trying to draw the community out and show the interest to now showing them that we're getting pretty much ready for flight. We're taxiing out to the tarmac, as I said. It's getting very real.
Seems like the focus has changed from the flight providers to the researchers.
That's right. I think as we get closer, the original, I guess the early emphasis was from news from the flight providers. Of course, with the winning of the X Prize in 2004, it was very evident that there were some significant players in the field to be providing this access to space. And so the emphasis was on the newness of that technology and the capabilities. And we've now, over the arc of these meetings, have been, I think, as the researchers are realizing this capability is getting closer, that it's time to start preparing themselves for flight and their experiments. Now is the time to build those payloads and get themselves ready for flight. And so the emphasis is moving to our colleagues in the research and education communities. And this meeting is fostering a lot of discussions I've heard in the hallways. So it's really very satisfying to see.